Hello everyone and welcome to WorkerBoi Update. Today is an interesting day. We have some interesting news and maybe one or two takeaways too. So I'm here on the Galapagos Islands. We have some co-working buddies, which you can see just here. There's a lot of them. Marine iguanas, that's what they are. So I've been chilling here in this work spot with the sea right next to me for the past week. It's going to be 2 weeks here. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, got my laptop here, so we are working. Anyway, into the actual updates. So, firstly, we have had great performance with the recent video, which was the McDonald's of Russia video, the Fanta video, and the new video, which was Pepsi and USSR, which didn't perform as well, but it still performed great. So, we have confidence in our value proposition, which is the unique history of certain moments in companies' history. Basically, and it's gone well. I'm pleased. We know this is the right angle. We know that we can keep pushing this, and yes, I'm still losing a lot of money every single week, but we're getting to a point where that can change. So how's it going to change? Firstly, we have the long videos which we're going to be publishing. The first long video has a $3,500 sponsorship, which I've already mentioned, and it is about McDonald's, the history of McDonald's. We're posting that on Sunday, and it's currently Friday, so 2 more days until we post that. Now, if that doesn't succeed, then the channel could be a total flop, because the only way we can make money is by doing long videos without sponsors. But if it does succeed, then this is fantastic, because we have a channel which is going to consistently perform and get views and get sponsors too. I think getting sponsors seems pretty comfortable with this channel. As an interesting takeaway, it turns out that the smaller the channel, if you're in kind of like 100k to 500k views, it's easier to get sponsors than if you're Mrs. Ferrick or Soda Balls, our other channels, which have more than 1 million views. It's much easier to get sponsors because the brands, they like to do small tests and like small risks instead of having one giant channel. They just like prefer to sponsor 5 of different channels, right? So that's really interesting. The WorkerBoi seems like it's going to be good in that front. So you got one sponsor, $3,500. Second sponsor already booked, $3,500. The second long video is going to be about Disney, the rise of Disney. Third, we have a sponsor which should be about $5,000, which is great. So yeah, so if these long videos succeed, then we're going to consistently have a working channel. Second thing, I'm going to actually choose to change the strategy a bit. The reason for that is on Mrs. Ferrickle and Soda Balls and WorkerBoi, it turns out it's just not a good idea to do these short videos. I did the calculations in more depth, and to be honest, I'm not the best person to manage finances. I don't really have so much interest in it, but I've done the calculations with my finance manager, and we figured out it costs us like $1,000, $1,300 per video that's like 2 minutes long. So if we're only making $300, $400, $500, $700 on Mrs. Ferrickle, then we're losing a lot of money, right? So I talked to some YouTube friends, YouTube experts, Mario, Chris, and some other cool guys, and yeah, they agree that as long as the long videos are great, then, and as long as they're performing before we actually totally switch, then totally switching is fine. Totally switch from short videos to long videos. So we're going to do that. For Mrs. Ferrickle, definitely. Soda Balls, probably. And WorkerBoi, if long videos do well, then definitely as well. So that's exciting. If we consistently do long videos, like 1 per week, 1 per 2 weeks, it requires a lot of animators. Each animator working full-time can do about 8 minutes of animation per month. So that means we need like basically one animator is going to take 5 weeks to make 1 video. So we need a lot of animators to do this kind of pipeline, but it's going to be worth it. So yes, that is it. We will see how the long video performs on Sunday. That will be very determining of the channel's future. And that's about it. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask them in the comments. That is all good. I will be happy to answer them. You can also DM me on Twitter. If you're interested in either working with me on a channel, joining one of the teams, or being a partner in a channel, like we both work on one together, I'm always open to opportunities for people who are really talented getting in touch. So feel free to do that whenever you're watching this video. And that is it. Okay, we'll chat soon. All the best.